Hey guys, what's up? Murder of Birds here. So you guys are about to see my first impressions, my first reaction to the new moon-focused web event that Hoyoverse dropped Sunday night. I apologize that this is coming out a couple of days late. I actually did record it the day that it came out. However, I've actually been scripting. If you guys want to see, I actually have 3 pages of notes from this web event. I've been doing so much research and information seeking over the last couple of days on social media, in-game, on like the Wikipedia and everything, and I'm basically putting together, and I'm in the process of scripting this pretty intensive lore-focused video on anything and everything moon-focused for Genshin Impact, and I was gonna tie that video with this reaction, but it's already been 2 days since I started this process. The live stream special program for 5.5 comes out on Friday, and so I don't want to derail this any longer. So what I'm actually going to do is this video is going to be my first reaction and first look at the web event. So a lot of it's just going to be from the hip, raw first impressions, and nothing really concrete or like speculative. So this is just going to be the reaction video. And then I'm going to try to get this theory-based video out before 5.5 comes out within the next week, most likely, because live stream special programs on Friday, they're probably going to tack on a bit more to that. And this web event actually is going to be consistently changing over the next 2 months. So I really hope you guys enjoy. I apologize that it's taken a couple of days. I know a lot of people are looking forward to it. Just know this is part 1. You guys are going to get a full in-depth lore breakdown and analysis of this web event and everything moon focused that Genshin has offered since its release. So just be patient. I appreciate you guys watching and checking out this video. Continue to watch the Natlan content that's coming out, and we will be live on Friday morning for the special program, and that will eventually be uploaded here as well. So thank you so much and enjoy. So before I absolutely lose my mind with all of this lore and information, I need you guys to let me know in the comment section, what were you doing right before you found out about this tweet and about the lore that Hoyoverse just dropped for the recent web event? Because I swear to God, I feel like they do this every year or every so often. The last time that like I vividly remember something like this just kind of exploding the community with hype and excitement was the Winter Nights Lazo trailer. And I swear to God, a random average everyday Sunday night, just kind of doing my thing. I was actually editing last night. I was editing some Natlan content, and all of a sudden my mod was like, hey, Hoyo just dropped these 2 things. You should check it out when you have the time. And then more people were talking about it. And then before I knew it, Hoyoverse tweeted. I'm getting tons of notifications from people, and Hoyoverse has single-handedly, with this single web event, ushered in an insane amount of hype and excitement for Nodcry and Moon Sister lore potentially with this single screenshot here, this tweet, and the web event that I'm going to be checking out. I have not seen it yet. I stayed off of socials last night. I decided I'm going to do this first thing tomorrow. And so we are here today. I'm going to be checking out the web event. I'm going to be doing a lot of research. So this video is probably going to take a little bit of time. There's going to be a lot of jump cuts and edits here and there. But this is going to be my first look, my first reaction to all of the new lore, I'm assuming, regarding Nodcry, the moon deity. I think they're also going to be talking a lot about the Frost Moon Scions, which is a bit of the lore that we learned about at the end of the Natlan Archon quest for 5.3, as well as the Nodcry combat event that happened a little while ago. We learned a lot of stuff from Nodcry from Libin, as well as Helka, the NPC from that Nodcry combat event. They also worship a moon deity, and they have a source of power that predates the 7 elements. So a lot of really cool, interesting stuff. We're basically going to be going down memory lane of all of the lore and information that we know so far about Nodcry, the moon god, the moon presence, and everything else in between. And from the title of this tweet alone, this tweet is massive. The prophecy has been unveiled and the new moon approaches. Press to listen to songs of the Welkin Moon, by the way. That $5 deal for primo gems and currency in the game that's been in the game since day 1, that has direct links now to the main source of the game with the moons and the moon sisters and everything else in between. The Welkin Moon and the image of the woman that's on the Welkin Moon might actually be the moon deity of Nodcry, which is insane. So before I get any further, I just want to say again, also really quick, shout out, happy birthday to Shenhe. Today is Shenhe's birthday. That's crazy. Her birthday is getting eclipsed by all this crazy lore. But shout out to Shenhe, the chibi art, the official art. Love her to death. If cryo, why hot? And look at that. We're going to the Cryo Nation next, so that's incredible. So this image, I want to just talk about the image initially. I know there's going to be like some animations and some extra stuff in there that we're going to get into, but I love, so first off, we have like this, the rotation of the stars here in this shot, but then we have the initial moon, and then overlaid that is a second moon, and then overlaying that is a third moon. Now, here's the interesting bit. In the Moonlit Bamboo Forest book and Hoyo Fair animation, both of which I read and watched last year during Natlin. I watched it for the first time. I read the book for the first time. We learned about the Lunar Palace, and we learned about the switching between, you know, the chariots of the three moons that usher in the new day with the sun. So the sun and moon's like relationship in a way. I think this is representing 2 out of the 3 moon sisters, which we know, or you should know at this point. Arya, Sonnet, and Canon are the 3 moon sisters of Teyvat. They all were kind of like ravaged during this cataclysmic event that happened back in the day, and they ended up killing each other. 2 of them are dead, which is why I think this forward moon here is the most vibrant, and like it's actually like it actually has some color to it. It has some life to it, some light to it, as opposed to the other 2 in the background, which are faded out, implying the death of 2 out of the 3 moon sisters, with the third one kind of residing in the skies of Teyvat. And this is huge because, again, remembering the names Arya, Sonnet, and Canon, there's actually a song in the game called Dream Aria, which plays at night in Mondstadt, and also during the login screen at night. Whenever you log into Genshin at night, based on your time zone, you will get this load-in screen at night with the moon in the sky and the song playing of Arya's dream. And so I think it implies that the moon that exists in the sky right now represents Arya, which is the last of the 3 moon sisters. So incredible lore, incredible hype, incredible excitement. I'm going to be checking out this web event now. I hope you guys are very excited. I'm so thrilled to learn about all the information. This video is probably going to be pretty lengthy with a lot of cuts and edits and stuff like this added in for context. But I'm very excited to see everything. Thank you so much. And without further ado, let us check this web event. And before I forget, I want to just give a shout out to the gift that keeps on giving, Simulanka, my favorite and arguably the best summer event in Genshin Impact. The fact that this event in its entirety gave us so much information, so much lore, and so much foreshadowing of not only the Natlin Archon quest, but with this one specific world quest within Simulanka that talked about a lighthouse that lights the way for adventurers to find their way back home, and it ended up turning the lamp light into a moon, and that's what it's represented here. This is a snapshot from my video on YouTube. I thought, like, during Act 5 of Natlin, I thought this was basically foreshadowing. Oh my god, they showed us a destroyed moon through the tear in the firmament of the false sky in Act 5. I was like, oh my god, this moon represents the destroyed moon that we saw in that one shot. But now I think Simulanka not only teased Natlin, but also tease Nodcry, because now we have the Frost Moon Scions, we have the Moon Deity, the Moon Sisters, this moon presence representing some crazy moon lunar power that we're going to be getting involved in Nodcry. So I just love Simulanka. This excited me so much. I tweeted this out last night, and I just want to give a big shout out again to Simulanka, the gift that keeps on giving, my favorite summer event. And yeah, just a lot of excitement looking back on things. All right, gamers, I have no idea what to expect here, but starting off with the tweet, it says, the prophecy has been unveiled and the new moon approaches. Press to listen to the song of the Welkin Moon. So we got Welkin Moon lore in here as well. The Welkin Moon deity, presence, person, goddess, whoever on the front of the Welkin Moon. So we're going to get into Welkin Moon lore throughout this video as well. So Welkin Moon is relevant now. I'm assuming like the multiple moons of Genshin as well, right? We have a moon in the sky of Teyvat. We have a moon in the Spiral Abyss. There's a lot of moon messages and references throughout the different murals of the game too. So we'll check all of that out as well. So let us check this out. All right, here we go. Web event. Oh my god. Okay, so these are the phases. Okay, so we have full moon, new moon. Hold on, new music. Wow! Holy moly! Wow, new Genshin music! This is Nodcry, I'm assuming. Nodcry, Frost Moon Scion, Lunar Palace. I want to hear the music first before I get into like all the like I assume I have to click to start, but I want to hear this music out first. Hoyoverse, what are you doing to us? Yeah, so it shows the different phases, but then this middle part right here is like all 3 moons converging into one. So you have the full moon in the back, you have the new moon in the front, you have the crescent moon on top of that, and it's like all three. This has to be one of the Moon Sisters singing. Yo, Columbina, where you at? Oh my God. I am so excited. This is so exciting. Absolute cinema. Wow. I wonder how long this is too. Oh. It's like a music box vibe, kinda. Wow. Shout out to Hoyo Mix and the music team for putting that together. I'm gonna redo the music here just so that way I can hear the music. I assume the music is supposed to complement. Okay, here we go. We're gonna start now. Moon. Okay, so we have the moon here. Let us see. Whoa! Yo! Oh, the trinity of moon goddesses who once steered the primordial celestial sphere and wove love and passion into the very heart of the world have long since faded into the shadows of time. Dude, so yeah, it is the converging of the three moons. Wow. Okay, so we have some visual animation here. Nice. I'm not logged in, but hopefully that's okay. Let's see. Scroll to continue. Oh. Oh, yet those who followed the tides still sing and pray, for a new moon is set to rise. So, okay, yet those who followed the tides still sing and pray. I'm assuming those are like people who still follow the moon deity. So this could be referring to the Frost Moon Scions, which we learned from that one Nod Cry combat event. Okay, so people are still following. A new moon is set to rise. So I don't know if that's implying a new moon goddess is on the way. Oh, I love the presentation. Whoa! 3 star. Oh, I gotta click on the stars. Oh my God! Yo! Wait! Brother! Dude, okay, really quick, okay, I'm losing my mind already. Oh my God. That shot with the stars and the moon, that's literally, I think that's in Dragonspine. I think one of the murals represents that. So that must be like super far back in the day. And then this flood happened and the mountains got destroyed and the world basically changed. When the eternal moon fell, the heavens and earth were thrown into chaos. Wow. I literally think there's a direct parallel mural, either in Dragonspine or Surumi Island, because they both have murals like this, that have these exact stars placed in these exact locations. And it showed the moon and then the moon gets destroyed. Or the first moon. So the moon had 3 layers and then one of them got destroyed. So now there's only 2 left. This must represent like each one dying. So there might be a new moon deity on the rise. I don't know if it's Paimon. I don't know if it's some new moon, you know, deity presence, whatever. I don't know if they're going to pull like an Aponia. Very, very interesting stuff here. Okay, so there was a flood. There must have been a great flood in Teyvat. Okay. Wow. Okay, so that's the first moon. The second moon. Okay, so this is, okay, continuing that, second moon gets destroyed. Is that a red moon? Hold on. When the iridescent moon shattered, the crimson shadow sank into the abyssal sea. Crimson moon? Crimson moon dynasty? Arlecchino? Hold on. Wait, hold on. What was the first? Hold on. I'm gonna go back. What did the first one say? Okay, so there's an eternal moon, there's an iridescent moon, and then I assume the third one's gonna be a frost moon for the Frost Moon Scions. So this actually...
Only through eternity are you closest to the heavenly principles.
This low-key reminds me of A, because she has a crimson moon in her plane of euthymia, or like what looks like a crimson moon in her plane of euthymia when you fight her. her, but it mentions a crimson moon falling into the shadows of the abyss, which reminds me of the Crimson Moon Dynasty, which Arlecchino's bloodlines tie to that nation or tie to that lineage. So iridescent moon, crimson shadow. This reminds me of Arlecchino. And again, the flood is still continuing. I don't know if this represents the Dark Sea at this point. Another thing too is in the chasm, there are fossils in the walls, like embedded in the walls of the chasm, which has always kind of made me feel like at some point there was a great flood. I think I talked about it when Chen Yu Vale came out, because that's when we learned that the miners of the chasm were the original inhabitants of Chen that went on to migrate to Chen Yu Vale. So yeah, really cool connections here. So we have eternal moon, iridescent moon. I'm assuming this is the frost moon then, and this is the current moon that we have, the last one standing. Oh, okay, so the waters have calmed. Yep, here it is. When the frost moon ceased to turn, nations faltered and fell into ruin. I don't know if this is the Tsaritsa, because she's the only, like, we're going to the nation of Cryo next. She is the Cryo Frost Archon, right? Frost, ice. Yeah, actually at this point, I don't even know if the moon is even there anymore. It's just fragments and the stars. That's it. Wow, this is incredible stuff. Oh, we click on the moon now. Hold on. Pause. Oh! Holy shit! Oh my god! What is this? The world, no longer sheltered by eternity, marches towards its final breath. Yet from the ashes, the new moon rises, its ascent spinning the wheel of fate anew.
Only through eternity are you closest to the heavenly principles.
In the perpetual meantime of a sheltered eternity, most are content to live and not to dream.
Okay, there's a lot to process here. So I assume that, I don't know if this represents this figure here, but it says eternity in air quotes. I can't help but think of Her Excellency, the almighty Narukami Ogosho, god of thunder, because she is the god of eternity. And it says, yet from the ashes a new moon rises, and new moon is in quotes. So I assume these three moons and these three moon sisters fell, which will now give rise to a new moon. I don't know if is Dotori trying to, like, planetary devastation and create a new moon from the fragments that were fallen from the skies of Natlan? Because I know he's in Nodcry, his research base is in Nodcry, and so maybe they're trying to create a new moon deity or a new moon presence, and the dragons tried to, and their moon got destroyed, and so now Dotori and the Fatui Harbingers are trying now, I assume. Also, give me 1 second. Oh my days, gamers. I literally went to Wanderer banner, and it says from ashes reborn. And when you go to the web event, it literally says from the ashes, the new moon rises. Wanderer is A's kid. A created Scaramouche. So I don't know if that's like a passing of the torch. And if you think about it too, you know, Simulanka, the gift that keeps on giving, Scaramouche was the hero of Simulanka, and he saved Mini Durin, and now he's going to be a part of the efforts of defending Mondstadt in the future from real Durin. So I don't know if this is a connection of A, and I don't know what this new moon could imply, but it says from the ashes, which reminds me of Wanderer, because his banner is literally called From Ashes.
Never again would it cherish a single creature, nor a single blade of grass that stood on that mountain. The kitten spent the nights wandering aimlessly, gnashing its teeth at the moon. How it wished to swallow the moon and devour the moonlight. If the world could only return to darkness, then it would finally be peaceful and content. I will become the new moon, the answer to everything. Then, no one will know that there were once birds, foxes, and cats in this world. And no one can know that they were different.
Yeah, like his banner literally says from ashes reborn, and this literally says yet from the ashes of eternity. So from the ashes of A comes a new moon. So I don't know if she like bequeathed something to Scaramouche when she created him or what. I don't even know if this has anything to do with A. I'm just connecting the first things that pop into my head because this is how my brain works. This is how my brain works when we have lore to dissect and extrapolate and talk about. My goodness. Okay, is there, okay, so I think there's more here. Oh. Excuse me? Wait, excuse me. What are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 29, 30, 32, 3, 4, 5, 36. 4. Okay, so there's 40 stars on the side here. I don't know what this means or what this implies. Bro, what the fuck is this? This looks like is this the star system? And like these are all like planets? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, there's 11 of these question marks. What are these question marks? Oh my god, wait. Beneath this, hold on. Do they all say the same thing? Beneath the shadows of the moonlight, something stirs, unseen yet inevitable. What the fuck is this? This literally looks like a star map or like a map of like the galaxy. I don't know if this is this like all the planets that surround Teyvat beyond the firmament, right? And then you have like the 3 moons presence right here. Also, there's 11 Fatui harbingers as well. So I don't know if this mentions, I don't know if this is a reference to harbingers or a reference to like the solar system of Teyvat or beyond Teyvat. If these are just all planets, this is giving Honkai Star Rail actually, like Honkai Star Rail's like world map. Also, I didn't even look at the event page. Hold on. During the event, browse information related to the Song of the Welkin Moon web event and share web page to claim in-game reward. The web event will be constantly updated. Stay tuned, travelers. Oh my god, this lasts for 2 months? March 10th to May 10th. So literally from today, for the next 2 months, this thing's gonna be getting constantly updated. All right, we're gonna have to revisit this whenever we get some new information. Also, look at the distortion here. When you move your mouse, the stars get distorted. That looks really cool. I wish they gave us something on this page. Like right now, we just have speculation and that's all we have is speculation. Wow. Whoa. Pause. What is this? Beneath the... Really? All of this stuff is just faded out? Are you kidding me? Hold on. My mods gave me stuff to look at after I go through this initially. So I think this is, I think there's going to be some more information that they give me about this. This kind of looks like, I don't know if that's a Celestia nail. This kind of looks like the broken piece of a nail, like maybe like the middle split part of a Celestia nail, maybe. Obviously a light source. Maybe that's like the lunar power or whatever new power of Nodcry. All right, let's scroll again. People of the moonlit world, please await the turning of the moon, for it will bring new revelations. People of the moonlit world? So people in the real world, please wait for the turn. Hold on. Is that implying? Hold on. Give me a second. So I just decided to double check just to make sure that I actually had the date right. There is no fucking way that there is a blood moon on March 14th, 2025. The same day that we're getting the live stream special program for version 5.5. Nodcry is going to do like, I don't know if we're getting Nodcry after 5.5, but they're teasing it in 5.5, which implies that we're gonna get it maybe a lot sooner than we're expecting, like this Frost Moon lore before we get Nodcry later this year. But yeah, it literally says in 2025 the worm moon will reach its full phase at 2:56 a.m. EST on Friday, March 14th. There will be a blood moon on the day of the live stream. That is insane. I cannot believe this, dude. These 3 messages and points. So this is literally in Dragonspine. Like, this is the depictions on the murals in Dragonspine. I'm gonna go there right now and confirm that. That is crazy, because I remember seeing the crops and like these stars and this moon in particular. So we have the eternal moon, the iridescent moon, and the frost moon. So I wonder if that implies, because this is a frost moon, but we do know that there are frost moon scions, which are the followers of the frost moon, I'm assuming, which is the last moon in the cycle. So I wonder if there's technically eternal moon descendants and iridescent moon descendants, and maybe A is a descendant of the eternal moon, and Arlecchino doubles up, not only being a member of the, not only having the bloodline lineage of the Crimson Moon dynasty, but she might also be an even deeper descendant of the iridescent moon lineage, you know? Just because we know Frost Moon Scions are the followers of the Frost Moon. And A, with everything regarding eternity and the fact that she has like this blood moon in her plane of euthymia, and Arlecchino has a crimson moon, like when she voids you to like her realm as well. I have a feeling that this is going to connect to some deeper lore implications for characters that already exist, especially when you consider this and you consider the implications and the context of the Welkin Moon and like the woman that's on the Welkin Moon as well, which by the way, a few years ago, Hoyoverse did this web event, and on the web event, you could either get Mora or they would give you an actual Welkin Moon item that you would then redeem. Anthony never redeemed it, so this is actually the item, the consumable item of the Welkin Moon. It's a 5-star item. He still has it on his account. He never redeemed it because this is like a rare thing, and I don't think they do this anymore where they give out Welkin Moons through their web event. But it says Blessing of the Welkin Moon. New moon, by the way. We got a new moon moving in with this whole bit of lore that talks about, you know, with the passing of time, a new moon will rise, is about to set. A new moon is set to rise. So I think we're going to get a moon goddess character. I don't know, again, don't know if it's Paimon, don't know if it's Columbina, don't know if it's referencing some additional lore like a 4th moon sister, or the birth of a 4th moon sister, or the creation of a moon deity. I don't know if that's what Dotori's trying to do. But we have here, for the Welkin Moon, a feature activation material, 5-star, a ritual prayer recited on the rising of the first new moon to ask for the moon's blessing in the form of wealth and good fortune. For your purposes, the new moon you shall pray to is for the first ever new moon in Teyvat, since it's the first one you've seen here. And then obviously redeem for 30 days of Welkin Moon blessing rewards. The lore implications here are immense. This goes all the way back to Sarumi Island and Dragonspine with their murals, which by the way, we're going to shift gears and check those out next because this is crazy.